Yes, English Literature Studies with Kaur Harpreet. Today's topic is about Plato, the divine man. So let's get started with today's topic. Plato. Plato was a philosopher and mathematician in classical Greece. He was also the founder of the Academy in Athens, the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. He was born on May 27th, 427 BC. He became a disciple of Socrates, and at that time he was only 20 years old, right? Plato actually he was not fully satisfied with the knowledge which he secured from his guru or Socrates, and he determined to perfect himself. He decided to dedicate his life to the discovery of truth. He was resolved to travel into any country where wisdom might be found, right? First, Plato traveled to Italy, where he could attach himself to the disciples of the Pythagoreans, Cyrene, where he studied geometry with Theodorus. Then, next, he went to Egypt to study astrology from the priests there, province of Seas, where he studied with the wise men concerning the origin of the universe, the immortality of the soul, and the transmigrations of the soul through earthly bodies. Having returned to Athens, he established his school in uh, the academy, right? He established his school, the academy, in 387 BC, the first institution of higher learning in Greece. It became the intellectual center in Greece and the equivalent of the first university in the history of Europe. It continued for over 900 years until it was dissolved. The ultimate object of all activities that were included in this the academy, and the main we can say the main object of all these activities at the academy was to achieve final philosophical truth, right? Next is about the philosophy of Plato. Platonic philosophy is derived from several ancient origins. He synthesized the arts, sciences, philosophies, and religions, uniting them all and forming enlightened man's philosophy of life. Plato's philosophy surrounds the principle of unity. To him, the concept of unity was all pervading. Division was an illusion. To accept philosophy of division was ignorance. Unity was reality, and the doctrine of unity was truth. All learning is the study of relationship. It is not the analysis of isolated nature, but we can say rather it is the coming to understand the part that each plays in the drama of the whole. Plato, he believed that this education must have its beginning in earliest childhood. He knew only too well that inadequacy of viewpoint led to the short-sighted evils, which corrupt firstly which corrupt the state, and later on it also destroyed nations. It was Plato's idea that the more we know of everything, the more we know about ourselves. Increased knowledge brings, according to him, this increased knowledge brings increased perspective, bestows greater appreciation, and we honor the universe by understanding. Plato had deep faith in reincarnation and taught it as the only reasonable solution to the mystery of human life. He had his own idea of growth. According to him, things are never born, they never die, but they always change. And this change is growth, unfoldment of inner truth, or process as eternal as truth itself, right? When we talk about his philosophy of education, he regards education as a means to achieve justice, both individual justice and social justice. According to him, individual justice can be obtained when each individual develops his or her ability to the fullest. In his sense, justice means excellence. Uh, Plato he sets a theory of what education means for both the individual and the state, focusing on the important role of those who must carefully choose the material to teach the future guardians of the state. Implicit in philosophy of education is an underlying understanding of who the student is to be educated. In other words, what is Plato's philosophy of the human person, right? In Platonic philosophy, the highest faculty for man is reason, which is rooted in the spiritual soul. He states, the soul is one of the first existences and prior to all bodies, and it governs all the changes and modifications of bodies. In The Republic, Book 4, he proposes that our soul consists of three parts: the rational part, the courageous or spiritual part, and the appetitive part. The soul, especially the rational soul, is immortal according to Plato, and in some way has pre-existence knowledge, right? Plato saw equality in men and women in their personhood, as so he was one of the first to propose equal education for men and women based on their ability to learn, not based on their gender, right? Plato, he supported a type of vocational education to complete your role in life, education for the producer, the guardians, and the philosophers. Enough education to do your job well, and but of course, it depends according to one's ability, right? Now, let us discuss Plato's main ideas. Plato believed that this reality is divided into two parts, the ideal and the phenomena. Right? The ideal is the perfect reality of existence, the phenomena are the physical world that we experience. It is a flawed echo of the perfect ideal model that exists outside of space and time. And Plato calls a perfect ideal the forms. He is also considered the founder of Western political philosophy. Most famous contribution is the theory of forms, known by pure reason, in which Plato he presents a solution to the problem of universals known as Platonism, or either called as Platonic realism or Platonic idealism also. Uh, According to Plato, what is the goal of education? The goal of education is the true development of man's personality as a rational and moral being, the right cultivation of his soul, the general harmonious well being of life. So, friends, this is all about today's topic. I hope you will like my content. And if you like it, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe my channel. And if you're new to my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications for my upcoming videos. Thanks a lot for watching.